Ladies and gentlemen, you see, Nnamdi Kanu has just prolonged his case by himself. You know, when people make mistakes, those who are blindly supporting them will be clapping and say, oh, they are a hero, be giving them big name. Oh, Mazi Umadike, I don't know how to call him. You are a hero of our time, great prophet. Hey, you Chukwu Abiyama, we give you strength. This and that. Those of you who are clapping for him from outside, you are doing well. But none of you have an idea of the kind of predicament he is facing in that facility where he is. He's sick. Nnamdi Kanu is sick. He's really sick. None of you is looking after that. Instead of the Igbo brothers, those who are supporting Nnamdi Kanu, to reach out to their governors, senators, and those who are, big figures in Southeast, so that all of them can come together to stand for the defense of Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody is just cheering him up from afar. Cheering him up from afar. None of you know. No, you have no idea of what Nnamdi Kanu is going through there. He comes out to speak with a lot of strength, a lot of, enthusiasm. Not because he is not afraid. And like people are claiming, oh, he's very bold. He's frustrated. They are frustrating him with the case. Now, the decision he made yesterday by asking the judge to step down from that case is another wrong move from Nnamdi Kanu.
Thanks for joining us. This is TVC News at 12. We'll start off in the nation's capital, where Justice Nyako of the Federal High Court has withdrawn from the trial of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. Justice Nyako's decision followed an earlier request by Mr. Kanu asking her to recuse herself from the trial over allegations that she refused to obey orders of the Supreme Court. Nnamdi Kanu's file will now be sent to the Chief Judge for reassignment to another judge. Mr. Kanu earlier ordered his counsel, Nyako, to sit down while he stood from the dock to address Justice Nyako.
You've asked Justice Binta to recuse herself. Yes. Do you have that time on your hands for the case to go to the CEJ for it to be reassigned to another judge?
As long as justice will be done at the end of the day, that's what bothers me. For justice to be done. I cannot be tried in violation of a key provision of the Constitution of Nigeria, Section 36. It's as simple as that.
But Bashir is saying the part of the topic I'm making reference to was a contributory statement by one of the justices.
The Constitution of Nigeria says any determination made by the Supreme Court is binding on a lower court. So I was actually surprised that a high court have refused to obey or abide by the determination of a Supreme Court judgment.
And then take the only part that is against him and then refuse to apply the part that is in favor of him.
This cherry picking of what was contained in the Supreme Court judgment is what I'm against. Yes, it should be implemented holistically. Yes. I'm not against facing any trial. After all, I'm innocent, so they have nothing against me. But there cannot be any trial when key sections of the Constitution and a key Supreme Court judgment has been violated by a court of law.
So you'll be patient for the case to go back and come back to the court?
This is my 4th year in solitary confinement in detention. The 5th year will not kill me.
Sorry, what of it is...
We have many of that.
Mr. Kanu, one last question. With reference to what she has asked earlier, Justice Binta made it known that she's one of the senior judges in this court.
Yes.
What if...
And I have respect and love for her. She knows.
What if this case comes back to her? Because she said no other person...
This is not possible. This persecution of the Igbo people, this orchestrated, almost global persecution of the people stops with me. It cannot happen. It can never happen. That is why we do what we do. That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people because of the persecution that we're facing. It's as simple as that. Nothing more, nothing.
How do I mean? There is a judge presiding over your case already. And you say the judge is being biased, it's not being fair, it's not being this. And that is the same judge that gave you judgment that enable your bail as at that time before the army came to raid your house and what have you. Now you say she is being biased, that they should assign another judge, forgetting that you do not have the power to assign another judge that you would like. It is still the same Nigeria system, Nigeria government, that will still assign another judge. Now, the question is this. The reason why I'm saying he made a wrong move. You are crying out that they cannot try you. They should try you so that they will know if you will go, they will be sentencing you or you will not be sentenced. You are crying for that already. And there is a judge presiding over the case trying to see if you can be tried or not. Now you have kicked the judge out by yourself, by your own request. What if the Nigerian government now decide to assign a judge to that case in the next 3 years, in the next 4 years, in the next 5 years? What will you do at that time? Of course, I know maybe there may be some guideline on how a judge should be assigned. But excuses might be coming in. They might say that, oh, the judge will decide to bring is not interested in picking up the case. They will still extend it by another period of time. Then the same news will still come. No judge is interested in picking up the case. And if you do not have anybody who is a senior advocate, my guy, una have the clap for una, the clap for una blindly. It's quite unfortunate. Well, wahala not dey. For me, Nnamdi Kanu, there is difference between long suffering and suffer long. The one you are now suffer long. Oga, you go server. You suffer, you will cry. You go cry.